Welcome everyone to my channel, Alien Diamonds. Today I will be doing a WIP and chat. For those who don't know, WIP just stands for Work in Progress. So you're welcome to pull out your own project to work on as you watch, or you can just put this on in the background and listen to me as you do chores or go on a drive or whatever it is you want to do. My WIP today is Cozy Reading by Simone from ARTDOT. It is a square drill canvas which is 47.5 by 70 centimeters with 47,700 drills and 38 colors. And I'm on section 19 out of 30. Jumping all around this canvas. And this is my drills and chills canvas. I took a bit of a break from it, but I'm back to it now. And just slowly chipping away at it. But let me zoom in to the section so you can see what I'm working on, and then we can actually start talking about what's been going on for me this past week, both diamond painting wise and just regular life. Okay, ignore the... Looks like I'm going to tell a spooky story. I'm filming this in the morning and it's getting much darker in the mornings now, so the light from my light board is... it's okay. It works with the Halloween vibes. Okay, not a ton has been happening for me diamond painting wise. I did start the Ghost Cafe diamond painting. I'm already like halfway done with Paint the Moon from Diamond Art Club. And then, like I already mentioned, I had been behind on this, but doing this one today I'll be caught up. So that's all good. I have started designing some specific custom diamond painting. I've been wanting to do a temperature project for a long time, and then of course whichever I don't even remember which company it was, but I saw those unboxings of the temperature chart of like the potions and stuff, and it's so cute, but like I still wanted to design my own. So I've been working on that. I'm like halfway done with it. It's just a bookshelf with books on it, which I know is not like super original, but I love the bookshelf aesthetic, and I wanted to be able to make my own, like from complete scratch to finish. And obviously besides that one potion one that's now being sold, where you can, just buy it and then add, it has everything charted obviously already, besides the colors for each given day. But if I'm designing it myself, I can obviously do that same thing with whatever image I end up coming up with. So yeah, like I said, I'm about halfway done with designing that, and once I am done designing it and like get to printing it out and everything, then I probably will start working on it in my videos. That's not going to be anytime soon, obviously, because we're like right at the end of the year. I'm not going to start a temperature project like right now, but we are getting close to the beginning of the year, so I'm hoping to be able to finish it before, like finish designing it before then. And then I kind of have the idea, because I don't really want it to be a temperature project. That's not like super interesting data to me to display. But I've been tracking my mood in this app called Pixels for years. Like, since before I met my wife. We've been together for nearly 8 years. So, yeah, I've been tracking my daily mood for nearly a decade. And with the app Pixels, you just rate your mood on a scale of 1 to 5. So it's like miserable, bad, meh, good, great kind of thing. And it's just, but it's represented with 5 different colors. But I thought it would be fun if I just chose, because at first I was like, oh, I'll just follow the colors that the app uses, because like I'm already used to what all those colors represent. Like, a glance at the app and I immediately like because I've been using it so long, intuitively recognized, oh, those days I was in a really good mood, those are the days I was upset. But then I thought it'd be more fun to just to get more color variation, to instead have each of those 5 points represented by a broad color. So red, orange, green, blue, and purple were the ones I was thinking. And then allow myself to do like different shades within those colors, so that if I have, several days, say I'm on vacation and every single day I'm on vacation is the best day ever, then I'd probably do purple. I'd be able to choose, a lilac versus like a royal purple versus, a more mauve color, so that those cluster of books don't all just look like one big blob of purple. And obviously for like special events, holidays, birthdays, those kind of things, I would want to pull out some special drills. Most likely ABs, because those are, other than like all the fairy dust I have from doing mini dazzles, I don't have a ton of other options. And I'll probably be doing this with round drills anyways, in which case the only special drills, I guess I have some fairy dusts from some of the Diamond Art Club rounds I've done. But for the most part, it's just ABs. But that doesn't bother me. ABs are my favorite anyway, so I guess I could also use the crystal rhinestone ones, because I have those from doing magnets and other off-canvas projects from Amazon. Also related to custom diamond paintings, though, I had a friend ask me if I could make another copy of my Epic the Musical album covers. And I was like, yeah, of course, just like, let me figure out, like, one, let me fix the spelling of Ithaca. Nobody commented on it. Nobody's who's come into my house and looked at them on my wall has commented on it. Nobody in my videos have commented on it. But I spelled Ithaca wrong. And I fixed the spelling of that. I haven't printed them out or, like, gathered all the drills together yet. But I did go through and make sure I actually had enough of every color. There was one color that I did not have enough of, but I was able to switch it out for an extremely close color that I have plenty of. It was, I don't remember what the color was originally, but I was able to switch it out for 844. And then the very last diamond painting related thing I have to comment on is that I got an email from Diamond Art Club that Autumn Letter by Ivy Dollamore was back in stock, and when that one first came out, I was so close to buying it, because I love Ivy Dollamore, and I love that image, but I didn't buy it, and of course it sold out. And, like, of course right now, like, I can't buy it. I'm on a no-buy. Our budget is super tight. Our roommates are moving out at the end of this month. So, when I got that email from Diamond Art Club, I was like, oh, cool, I'm glad they're getting stuff back in stock that, like, is clearly popular, but sad, because I'm like, I can't even get it. I'm still really struggling with the gapping in this canvas. I know a lot of people in my previous video where I was working on this one were like, oh, well, as soon as you turn off the light board, then you can't even tell that it's gappy. And I'm like, yeah, I know, like, I'm not worried about the final result of it. It's just, it's such a struggle for me to work on. Like, I can't use more than 4 or 5 on the multiplacer at a time, and it just makes it feel like it's going so much slower. I'm not worried about the final look at all. Moving on from diamond paintings, though. So, of course, the big event of last week was the Conan Gray concert, which is, like, the first concert I've actually officially gone to, and I did stay the whole time, and I did not get overwhelmed at all. That was the big thing I was worried about. I'm not a crowd person. I'm not a people person. I'm not a loud noises person. I get overwhelmed by all those things extremely easily. And we just had, like, lawn tickets. So we were back on the lawn, and we ended up being at like the very, very back of the lawn, which some people might be like, "Oh, damn! Like, I didn't get up front," but we were in the center, so that's good. And then I feel like for me, being in the back was actually kind of perfect scenario because I didn't feel trapped. I wasn't surrounded by people. There were just people in front of me, so it felt like if I wanted to leave, I could have left easily at any point without like trying to push through people. And then it also was like quieter back there because we're farther away from the main stage, but then also, everybody else who's singing along. I'm just putting these all in the wrong spot. But everybody else is facing forwards, and so when they're singing, most of their voice is being carried forward, so we weren't bombarded with the sound of other people singing too much anyways. So that, all in all, I think if I ever were to go to a concert, I would intentionally choose and want the lawn again. Beyond just the fact that it's cheap, I think I would prefer that experience. I mean, I guess you never know. Maybe I would have been fine if I sat closer up to the front too, but I was overall very happy with where we ended up. And it was a little chilly that night, but especially once we were like standing up and singing along and dancing. I wouldn't actually consider it dancing, but just bobbing along to the music, swaying, those kind of things. Like, it was actually quite a comfortable temperature. It's like we weren't overheating, but we also weren't freezing our butts off. And while we were there, some random person gave both me and my wife these little bracelets. This is the one she gave me, which I felt this one definitely like reminds me of the Wishbone album cover. The one that they gave my wife was more rainbow colors. I don't have it with me, but they're so cute. I like this little heart one. And then I think the best thing about it though is that he played my two favorite songs from the new album back to back. They don't go back to back in like the original album order, but he played those two back to back, and he played. I'm not even sure. I know for sure that he played my like top 5 songs of his of all time. I don't have like a perfect list set up of where all of his songs rank in my favorites, so those are more likely to change from day to day and not be consistent, so I'm not going to say that he played more than the top 5, but he definitely played the top 5. The only song that like I was kind of hoping he'd play that he didn't play was Winner from his previous album, which was Sound Heaven. But like, I know that's a less popular song, and so I'm not that surprised that he didn't play it. And like, he played my favorite 5, so like I can't really complain. Yeah, overall, it was a very good experience. Obviously my mom was able to stay over to watch our toddler while we went, so we didn't have to worry about that at all. And it was nice to be able to like get out of the house with like just my wife, because for anyone who has kids, that like it, especially with like young toddlers, it can be so hard to like get in like a proper date night. I did do obviously stuff with my toddler too this past week. We started playing Mario Kart. I mean, he likes to like sit on the Switch and play Mario Kart. He doesn't really play. We have all the, like, the steering assist mode on, right? Because though he always insists and asks and wants to go backwards, so then we have to turn off the steering assist, and then he'll, like, turn the thing around, and I think he thinks it's funny when the cloud guy shows up and, like, shakes his finger and tells you to turn around. Normally with that, he's just holding the switch by himself, but we hooked up the switch to the TV so that I could play with him. Then he wanted to play with my wife as well, but then he was getting very upset that he couldn't do the maps in the exact order that he wants, because they make you do them in, like, sets of 4 of the specific 4. So we ended up turning it off because he was getting very upset over that. He was also very upset that we did not get more raspberries when shopping. We did. We took him shopping with us, which we don't take him with us often, because normally it's either, like, normally me and my wife will switch off who's going grocery shopping, and then there are some times when we both decide to go, and obviously if we both go, then we're taking him with us. And the raspberries were on sale, and so, like, we're over in the produce section, and I did put a box of them into our cart. Like, go turn around to grab some other fruit, some apples, because that was also on our shopping list. And when I turned back around to put the apples in the cart, the kiddo is, like, he was in, like, the main part of the cart, and he was standing up, and he was grabbing more raspberries and just stacking more raspberries on top of the one that I'd put in there. And I was like, I understand you want more raspberries, but, like, we'd already gotten one of the bigger containers, you know, not one of the small square ones, but, like, one of the big rectangle ones. And I was like, we really, if we buy 2 of these, I know that they will go bad before we finish them. I mean, I'm sure that my kid could finish them all in one day, but I would rather him try a variety of foods and not just get all of his calories from fruit. It was funny, just, you know, sitting there. That's the first time that he's ever, like, reached out of the cart to grab. I mean, he's tried to grab stuff from outside of the cart before, and, like, there are times when we'll, like, bring the cart up to the thing we need and point it out to him and, like, let him grab it. But it was the first time he was clearly trying to get away with something that we had not approved. And, you know, if I hadn't noticed and we'd gone to check out and had more than expected raspberries, then I probably would have gone along with buying them. I would have found something to use all the raspberries for. That is where I'm going to leave y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. I know that this video is up a little late, but go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.